Hey guys, welcome to another Tree Milsim video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Krytac Trident SPR. Now I've had this gun for about 6 years now, and I did do a review video on it about 5 years ago where I kind of went over my first impressions as well as the features of the gun. But today I wanted to do something different. I wanted to let you know about my experiences with this gun, all the different pros and cons and things to expect, to give you guys an idea of if this is something that you want to invest into. Now this is a more high-end gun. It's a little bit more expensive than some others, but I wanted to let you guys know if this is worth the investment. So we're going to go over all the different things that I've done to the gun, all the things that I've experienced with it, and the problems that I've ran into, to let you guys be able to form a decision on whether or not you want to make this purchase or invest into the Krytac brand. Going over the externals and what I've done with the gun, I have changed out the pistol grip to a Magpul MOE pistol grip. It's just more comfortable and more ergonomic, so I do have a Magpul MOE foregrip at the front. I used to run an angled foregrip, but I found when I was holding on to all my camera stuff that it would not be as comfortable. It actually started to hurt my wrist, but holding a foregrip here helps balance out the weight at the end when I have all the camera set up. I do have an aim point red dot sight here on top, as well as Magpul flip-up sights. I usually have the Magpul flip-up sights up here, but since I've been running cameras and stuff, I have taken that off because this is where I put my gun cam. At the back, I have just the standard Krytac stock. I did run a VFC QRS stock for a while, but I opted just to go back to this where it is a little bit more, has a lot more battery space and is a little bit easier to use. I have a PEQ box here at the front. And I have a pressure switch that's plugged into it that allows me to activate the laser when I need to. I don't know if that's going to show, but I have a laser here on the front that allows me to kind of go into a building and hit fire around there, you know, just aim and press the laser. I do have a battery pack here on the front. Now this is all zip tied in and wired in here, so this will plug into my cameras to keep them going longer for Milsim events, but that is that. I do use Krytac mid-cap mags with this, and I have also used GMP mags. This gun is pretty universal on what it accepts for magazines, and it does feed pretty well. Now you're probably wondering, have I done anything internally to this gun since I bought it? And I can tell you, I have not done a thing. I have not opened up the gearbox, I've not changed up the hop up, I've not changed up the barrel, and I can say that it still performs really, really well. Now we'll have the chrono here showing you what it's still chronoing at, and this is, bear in mind, 6 years after I bought it, so you can see that it is still performing very, very well. I've had very little performance issues with the gearbox or with the barrel or anything like that. It does just shoot super well right out of the box, so that is a great thing to keep in mind if you guys are wanting to buy a gun but not take it apart or upgrade it. If you're not that tech savvy, this gun will last you in performance and just working right out of the box for a long time. Now, I do want to go over some of the problems that I've had with it, as there have been some. Some of them have been caused by me, but also some of them have just been a common trend within the Krytac brand. And this happened about a couple years ago where I was playing, and I was about holding the gun about from waist height, and it fell off my sling and landed on its stock, where just right onto the ground. And I didn't think it would have done anything because that was not a very high drop. But what I found is it had completely split the lower receiver back here where the pin is on both sides. Therefore, and like completely rendering the gun inoperable because it would not hold into place. And I was very surprised about it, but when I did some research, I found that a lot of people actually had that same problem. Now, it was very easy to replace the lower receiver. It wasn't too expensive to get that part either. I just picked it up on e-bike for about 40 to 50 bucks. So that was a fairly simple fix. But for that time that it was broken, I had it massively tied together with zip ties to hold it together. But I thought at first it was a freak accident, but then a couple weeks later, one of my friends also had the exact same thing happen where it split along the gearbox. And then when I did some research online, I saw many people had that same problem. Now, I'm not sure if things have changed with the Gen 2 version, if the lower receivers are any better, but I don't believe that they are that much better. So that is something to keep in mind. It is not as durable as you would expect for spending this amount of money when it comes to the lower receiver here at the back. Now, the other problem I had, this was a total me problem. I had my VFC QRS stock and I was trying to extend it. Now, there was no battery in here at the time, but I went to go and extend the stock all the way out. And what had happened is the Tamiya connector had caught in on the stock, and so when I extended it, it ripped the Tamiya connector and the wires in here at the back and made quite a mess. And I had to go and get some soldering kit and I was able to fix it up fairly simply, but it did ruin a game day where we got out there and I was about to go play and I broke the whole thing, and obviously I couldn't solder out there on the game day, so it made this gun unusable. So that was a me problem, but that was one of the problems that I did run into with this gun. But overall, the gun has held together very well. The front rail system did get a little wobbly. Now, there was a way to tighten it underneath with some Allen keys, and that did help it out a little bit. But yes, it did get a little wobbly just after lots and lots of use, but that did hold together. Now, if you guys are looking to purchase a high-end gun and you're not quite sure, I mean, there's a lot of options out there. I can tell you that from my experiences with this gun, if you're looking for something just to buy and not have to upgrade, not have to worry about too much maintenance, and something that will last you quite a while. Like I've said, this has lasted me 6 years, and I haven't had to upgrade or anything like that, and it is still shooting so solidly. It is honestly the best performing gun that I've ever used, honestly, and I've had many experiences with all other kinds of high-end guns. I'm gonna say this is probably one of your best options. Now, a lot of people love the Krytac brand, and I have seen a few haters, but I don't get it. This gun just works so well. So if you guys are looking to pick up a Krytac Trident SPR, and luckily for you, now you'll get to pick up the Gen 2 versions, you guys will not be disappointed. These guns work so well. I am thoroughly impressed with Krytac's brand, and I definitely recommend it to anyone that is interested. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video and just a little bit of a update and a little impression of what the Krytac is like, and I hope you guys find this helpful, that it can help you make a decision on what you want to purchase. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, as well as make sure you subscribe to the channel so you guys can be up to date with lots of great airsoft content. So we'll catch you guys in the next one.